In today's class, we are going to discuss Simply and Approximation Exercise Part 1. Now, there is a disclaimer. The images used in our slide deck are for educational purposes only. We respect the intellectual property rights of the original creators and owners of these images. If you are the owner of any of the images used in this deck and have any concern or issues, please contact us at sathee@iitk.ac.in and we shall remove the images. Now, see the question. So 1002 dividing by 49 multiplying by 99 minus 1299 is equals to question mark. Now there are 5 options. A is 700, B is 600, C is 900, D is 250 and E is 400. Now you have 10 seconds to solve this question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution of this question. So this is the basic simplification question which is based on BODMAS. So question says that 1002 dividing by 49 multiplying by 99 and subtracting 1299. So we know that by the BODMAS rule, first we solve bracket, then multiplying after, then division, then multiplication, then addition and at last subtraction. So in this question first we divide, then multiplying and then subtracting the number. So the correct answer of this question is A, which is 700. Now see the detailed solution. Using concept 3.3 in this question, it can be round off to the nearest tens place. So 1002, if you make them round off, so we got 1000. And when we make them round off 49, so we can let it as a 50. And when we round off 99, so we can say that it is equals to 100. Same way, when we round off 1299, so we can say that it is 1300. Because we need to calculate in approximate value. So now the equation will become 1000 dividing by 50 multiplying by 100 minus 1300. Now it is easy to solve this question. So when we divide 1000 by 50, we got 20. 20 multiplying by 100 minus 1300. So 20 multiplying by 100 become 2000. So 2000 minus 1300. We got the value of question mark, which is 700. So A is the correct answer. Next one. So the next question is 96 square plus 63 square is equals to question mark square minus 111 square minus 8350. Now there are 5 options. A is 33,856, B is 30,276, C is 174, D is 184 and E is none of these. Now you have 10 seconds to solve this question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution of this question. So question says that 96 square plus 63 square is equals to question mark square minus 111 square minus 8350. So the correct answer of this question is D, which is 184 in the place of question mark. So see the solution. Now using concept 3.3 in this question, 96 square plus 63 square equals to question mark square minus 111 square minus 8350. So when we solve it, what we get? We get 96 square equals to 9216 plus 63 square become 3969 equals to question mark. When we squaring 1111, we got 12321 minus 8350 it is given. So these two are minus numbers, so we can add up. So we got, when we add up to these two positive numbers, 9216 plus 3969, we got 13,185. And question mark square minus, when we add up these two minus numbers, so we got 20,671. So what is the value of question mark square? So when we change the side of the number, it will become positive. So question mark square will become, when we add up, we got 33,856. So the question mark is equals to square root of 33,856, and 33,856 is the square of 184. So D is the correct answer. Next one. So next question is 666.06 plus 66.06 plus 0.66 plus 6.06 plus 6 plus 60 is equals to. Now there are 5 options. A is 819.56, B is 805.38, C is 826.44, D is 798.62, and E is none of these. Now you have 10 seconds to solve this question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution. So this question is basically just addition question of the decimal numbers. So numbers are 666.06 plus 66.60 plus 0.66 plus 6.06 plus 6 plus 60. So the correct answer of this question is 805.38. B is the correct answer. Now see the detailed solution using concept 3.3 in this question. We can say that when we add up all the numbers 666.06 plus 66.60 plus 0.66 plus 6.06 plus 6 plus 60, we got 800.538. So B is the correct answer. Next one. 205 multiplying by the question mark multiplying by the 13 is equals to 33,625 plus 25,005. Now there are 5 options. So A is 22, B is 27, C is 33, D is 39, and E is none of these. Now you have 10 seconds to solve this question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution of this question. So this question is basically multiplication, addition, subtraction based question. So we just need to find the value of the question mark. So the correct answer of this question is A, which is 22. So now see the detailed solution using concept 3.3 in this question. So question is 205 multiplying by the question mark and multiplying by the 13. And we have in right hand side there are two positive numbers which are 33,625 plus 25,005. So when we add up, we get 58,630 in right hand side, and in left hand side there is 205 multiplying by question mark multiplying by 13. So we can divide it. So the question mark will become 58,630 upon 205 multiplying by 13. So when we simplifying it, we get the value of question mark which is 22. So A is the correct answer. Next one. 10 to the power 24 multiplying by 10 to the power minus 21 is equals to question mark. Now there are 5 options. A is 3, B is 10, C is 100, D is 1000, and E is none of these. Now you have 10 seconds to solve this question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution of this question. So the question says that 10 to the power 24 into 10 to the power minus 21. So this is a basically indices based question. When base are same and number are multiplying, then the power should be add and subtract. If dividing, then subtracted. When multiplying, then the power should be added. So the correct answer of this question is D, which is 1000. Now see the detailed solution using concept 2.8.4 in this question. We know that the question mark equals to 10 to the power 24 into 10 to the power minus 21. So we can say that 10 to the power 24 minus 21, because when we add up, we get 24 minus 21. So it will become 10 to the power 3. And we know that when we solve 10 to the power 3, which is equals to 1000. So D is the correct answer. Next one. 628.306 plus 6.1325 multiplying by 44.0268 is equals to approximately what is the value? So there are 5 options. A is 820, B is 970, C is 1050, D is 1175 and E is 900. Now you have 10 seconds to solve this question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution of this question. So this is a basically multiplication and addition question, just simplification question. So we need to calculate the approximate value. So the correct answer of this question is E, which is 900. Now see the detailed solution using concept 3.3. The question is 628.306 plus 6.1325 multiplying by 44.0268. So what we can do? We just make them in approximate values. So we can let it 628.306 as a 628, and we can let it 6.3125 as a 6. Same way, we can let it 44.0268 as a 44. So what we get? So what we get? We get 628 plus 6 multiplying by 44. So when we simplifying it, what we get? We get 628 plus 264, which is equals to 892. So we need to calculate the approximate value. So when we go through the option, we can see that 900 is the closest value of our calculation, which is 892. So E is the correct answer, 900. Next one. 1896 dividing by 29 plus 445 is approximately what? So there are 5 options. First, A is 485, B is 510, C is 528, D is 493 and E is 536. Now you have 10 seconds to solve this question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution. So the question says that 1896 dividing by 29 and we adding 445. So what will be the value of this series? So the answer of this question is B, which is 510. Now see the detailed solution of this question using concept 3.3 in this question. Question mark 1896 dividing by 29 plus 445 is equals to, we can write it 1896 upon 29 plus 445. So when we simplifying it, we get, when we divide 1896 upon 29, we got 65.4 plus we add up 445. So when we add up, we got 510.4. So we can say that approximately the correct answer is B, which is 510. Next one. So 510 is the correct answer. Next one. 9795 plus 7621 plus 931 in one bracket dividing by, in another bracket, 541 plus 831 plus 496 is equals to approximately what? Now there are 5 options. A is 9, B is 13, C is 17, D is 23, E is 29. Now you have 10 seconds to solve this question. Your time start now. Now see the solution of this question. So this is a basically division question, dividing question of 2 numbers. First one is adding 3 numbers and second one is also adding 3 numbers. So larger number is divided by the smaller number and we need to get the value. So the correct answer of this question is A, which is 9. Now see the detailed solution using concept 3.3 in this question. 9,795 plus 7,621 plus 938 dividing by 541 plus 831 plus 396. So when we add up, we got in 18,354, which is divided by 1,868. So when we dividing it, we get approximately 9.8. So when we go through the option, we can see that the 9 is the closest value of 9.8. So 9 is our correct answer because we need to calculate the approximate value. So 9 is correct answer. A is the correct of this simplification. Next one. The question is 8,14,296 multiplying by 36 is approximately equals to question mark multiplying by 96,324. Now there are 5 options. A is 326, B is 272, C is 304, D is 358 and E is 260. Now you have 10 seconds to solve this question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution of this question. So this question is of simplification based on division and multiplication based question. So we can easily calculate the value of the question mark because we need to calculate the approximate value. So the correct answer of this question is C, which is 304. Now see the detailed solution using concept 3.3 in this question. 8,14,296 multiplying by 36 is equals to question mark multiplying by 96,324. So when we simplifying it, what we get? We get 8,14,296 multiplying by 36 upon 96,324. So when we simplifying it, we get approximately 304. So C is the correct answer. Next one. Question is 78 dividing by 5 dividing by 0.5 is equals to question mark. So there are 5 options. A is 15.6, B is 31.2, C is 7.8, D is 0.4 and E is none of these. Now you have 10 seconds to solve this question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution of this question. So question says that this is a basically division based question. So what? We can divide it 78 dividing by 5 dividing by 0.5. We get the value. So the correct answer of this question is B, which is 31.2. Now see the detailed solution using concept 3.3 in this question. Question mark equals to 78 dividing by 5 dividing by 0.5. So we know that when we change the dividing sign by the reciprocating it, so when we reciprocate it, it will become in multiplication. So 78 upon 5 into 0.5 it will become. So 78 upon 5 into 0.5 will become 2.5. So when we dividing 78.255, it will become 31.2. So B is the correct answer. Next one. Question is 12.22 plus 22.21 plus 221.12 is equals to. Now there are 5 options. A is 250.55, B is 255.50, C is 250.05, D is 255.05 and E is none of these. Now you have 10 seconds to solve this question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution. So this question is basically a fraction addition of the fractions number, or we can say the decimal numbers. Clear? So when we add up all these decimal numbers, we get the answer. So the correct answer of this question is E, which is none of these. Now see the detailed solution using concept 3.3 in this question. We just add up all these numbers. First is 12.22 plus 22.21 plus 221.12. So when we add up, we got 255.55. So this is not on any options in the given options. So we can say that E is the correct answer, which is none of these. Next one. Under root 11,449 multiplying by under root 6,241 minus 54 square equals to question mark plus 74 square. So what will be the value of the question mark? So there are 5 options. A is 48, B is 61, C is 56, D is 72 and E is none of these. Now you have 10 seconds to solve this question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution of this question. So question is square root of 11,449 multiplying by square root of 6,241 minus square of 54 square is equals to question mark plus 74 square. So just a simplification question. So the correct answer of this question is B, which is 61. Now see the detailed solution using concept 2.6 and 2.6.1. So we can say that 11,449 in square root is the square of 107, and the same way 6,261 is square of 79, and when we squaring 54 we got 2,916. So we can write it 107 multiplying by 79 minus 2,916. So we get question mark plus when we squaring 74 we get 5,476. So when we simplifying it, we get 5,537 is equals to question mark plus 5,476. So when we changing the side, we get the value of question mark. So 5,537 minus 5,476. So we get the value of question mark, which is equals to 61. So B is the correct answer. Next one. 464 dividing by in the bracket 16 multiplying by 2.32 equals to question mark. So there are 5 options. A is 12.5, B is 14.5, C is 10.5, D is 8.5 and E is none of these. Now you have 10 seconds to solve this question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution. So this is basically simplification question, and we use BODMAS in this question. So first we solve the bracket, then we divide the number. So the correct answer of this question is A, which is 12.5. Now see the detailed solution using concept 3.3 in this question. We can say that question mark equals to 464 dividing by in the bracket 16 into 2.32. So we can write it in the form of 464 upon 16 into 2.32. So when we simplifying it, we get 12.5. So A is the correct answer. Next one. 46% of the question mark, and it is equals to given that 46,916. So there are 5 options. First one is 1,01,933.3. B is 1,01,991.3. C is 1,01,993.1 and D is 1,01,993.2 and last one E is none of these. Now you have 10 seconds to solve this question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution of this question. So the question is 46% of what? So we can put 46% when we write it into fraction form. We can say that 46 upon 100 multiplying by x, which is equals to 46,916. So when we need to calculate the value of x, so what we can do? 46,916 multiplying by 100 upon 46, we get the value of the question mark. So the correct answer of this question is B, which is 1,01,991.3. Now see the detailed solution. Using concept 3.3 in this question, we can say that 46%, when we write in fraction form, we can write 46 upon 100 multiplying by the question mark is equals to 46,916. So the question mark will become 46,916 multiplying by 100 upon 46. So when we simplifying it, we get 1,01,991.3. So the value of the question mark is become 1,01,991.3. B is the correct answer. Next one. 2,950 dividing by 12.25 plus 160 is equals to question mark. So there are 5 options. A is 440, B is 350, C is 380, D is 360 and E is 400. Now you have 10 seconds to solve this question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution. So this question is basic simplification based question, addition and division question. So the correct answer of this question is E, which is 400. Now see the detailed solution using concept 3.3 in this question. What we can do, first we divide the number 2950 dividing by 12.25, then we add 160, we got the answer. So when we divide it, we got 240.8 plus 160. So we need to calculate, go through the option. So we can see that the number should be in approximate value. So when we calculate, we get 240.8 plus 160. So when we add up, we have got 400. Now when we see the options, we can say that E is the correct option, 400. Next one. 4,275 dividing by 496 multiplying by 21 square is approximately equals to question mark. So there are 5 options. 3,795, B is 3,800, C is 3,810, D is 3,875 and E is 3,995. Now you have 10 seconds to solve this question. Your time start now. Now time's up. Let's see the solution of this question. So question is 4,275 dividing by 496 multiplying by 21 square. It becomes, so the correct answer of this question is 3,810 is the approximate value of this equation. So see the detailed solution using concept 3.3 in this question. Question mark equals to 4,275 dividing by 496 equals to 21 square. So we know that 21 square equals to 441. But we know the BODMAS rule, by which first we divide, then we multiplying. So we can say that we get 4,275 into 21 square upon 496, or when we simplifying it, we can write it 4,275 multiplying by 441 upon 495. Now we can simplifying it, so we get 3,808 approximately, which is nearby to our option is 3,810. So that's why C is the correct answer. Thank you.